Imagine a country sitting right where two continents are being torn apart, a place that, geologically speaking, shouldn't even exist. Yet, it thrives. This is Iceland, a land of fire and ice where volcanoes erupt under massive glaciers and the northern lights dance across the sky. It's a nation perched precariously on the mid-Atlantic ridge, the volatile seam where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates are literally pulling away from each other. Born only about 18 million years ago, it's one of the youngest landmasses on Earth. But from this chaotic, primordial beginning, a nation rose to become one of the world's most peaceful, innovative, and advanced societies. This isn't just a story about a country, it's a story about turning impossible odds into an incredible reality. Iceland is in a state of constant creation and destruction. The ground beneath your feet is alive with geological activity. Volcanoes, geysers, and bubbling hot springs are not just tourist attractions, they are the island's heartbeat. We all remember 2010 when the unpronounceable Eyjafjallajökull volcano erupted, spewing a colossal ash cloud that brought European air travel to a standstill for weeks. It was a stark reminder of the raw, untamable power simmering just below the surface. There are over 30 active volcanic systems here, a testament to the fiery forces that forged this land. But that's only half the story. The ice in Iceland is just as formidable. Glaciers, vast rivers of ancient ice, cover more than 10% of the island. Vatnajökull, Europe's largest glacier, is so immense it's visible from space. In this extreme environment, where fire meets ice, most would see only danger. But the first settlers to arrive here saw something else entirely. They saw opportunity. So who were these daring people? The story of modern Iceland begins in the 9th century with Norse Vikings, intrepid sailors who crossed the treacherous North Atlantic in longships, searching for new lands. Led by figures like Ingólfur Arnarson, who is traditionally credited as the first permanent settler, they weren't just warriors. They were pioneers looking for freedom. And they brought with them a fierce sense of independence. In the year 930 AD, these settlers established the Althing at Thingvellir. This wasn't just a meeting. It was one of the world's first democratic parliaments, a place where chieftains from across the island gathered to make laws and settle disputes. From its earliest days, Icelandic society was built on a foundation of law and community, not on the rule of a single king. This isolation in the middle of the ocean also had a remarkable side effect. It acted as a linguistic time capsule, preserving the Old Norse language of the Vikings. The Icelandic spoken today is so close to its ancient roots that a modern Icelander can read medieval sagas from 1,000 years ago with relative ease. For centuries, Icelanders didn't just survive their volatile environment, they learned to master it. Instead of fighting against the immense natural forces of their homeland, they figured out how to harness them. This is a country that literally runs on the Earth's inner heat. Walk through the capital, Reykjavik, and you'll understand its name, which means Smoky Bay. The smoke the first settlers saw wasn't smoke at all. It was steam rising from geothermal vents. Today, that same steam provides clean, renewable energy. An astonishing 85% of all homes in Iceland are heated by geothermal power, and nearly all of its electricity comes from a combination of geothermal and hydroelectric sources. Water, heated deep within the earth, is piped directly into homes and businesses. The famous Blue Lagoon, for example, is actually the runoff from a nearby geothermal power plant. Iceland's innovative approach to clean energy isn't just a local success story, it's a blueprint that scientists and engineers from around the world now study, a model for a sustainable future powered by the planet itself. But Iceland's story isn't without its modern-day cataclysms. In 2008, a different kind of eruption shook the nation to its core, a complete financial collapse. The global economic crisis hit Iceland harder than almost anywhere else. Its 3 major privately owned banks, which had grown to be 10 times the size of the country's entire economy, failed spectacularly. The nation was on the brink of bankruptcy. But Iceland's response was as unique as its geology. Instead of bailing out the banks with taxpayer money, the government let them collapse. It imposed capital controls to stabilize the currency, prosecuted and jailed some of the banking executives responsible for the crisis, and focused on protecting its citizens. It was a painful and difficult period, but the strategy worked. Within just a few years, Iceland had made a remarkable comeback. Tourism, fueled by the dramatic landscapes and a favorable exchange rate, exploded, becoming a new pillar of the economy. The Icelandic krona stabilized, and the country got back on its feet. It became a powerful symbol of resilience, a nation that faced economic ruin and chose to rebuild on its own terms, turning a devastating crisis into a lesson in accountability and recovery. Today, Iceland stands as a testament to the strength forged in fire and ice. With a population of fewer than 400,000 people, it consistently ranks among the safest, happiest, and most socially progressive countries on the planet. It's a world leader in gender equality, having topped the World Economic Forum's Gender Gap Index for over a decade. The focus on education, community, and well-being is palpable. Despite its small population, it has become a global tourism powerhouse, attracting millions of visitors who come to witness its otherworldly beauty. From the primal energy of its volcanoes and glaciers, Iceland has forged more than just land. It has built a model for how a society can live in harmony with nature, turning its greatest challenges into its greatest strengths. It's a nation that proves that even on the most unstable ground, you can build a stable, prosperous, and happy home. So after hearing its story, I have to ask, would you live on an island made of volcanoes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey to the land of fire and ice, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories about our incredible world.